Hello everyone. In this video series, we will be learning about the subject accountancy, the fundamentals of the accountancy, why the subject exists, what is the objective of accountancy, what is the meaning of the word accountancy, and so on. Okay. We will begin with the story first to understand the background of why accountancy is required. Okay. Now, let's suppose I want to start a particular business. Suppose I want to start manufacturing of shirts. Now, I need some money to start the business. Say I have 1 lakh rupees totally. Then you will say, sir, in 1 lakh rupees you cannot have manufacturing of shirts. Okay. Now if I tell you that I need a total sum of 20 lakh rupees. I have how much? I have only 1 lakh rupees. So if I ask you from where can I get another 19 lakh rupees? You will say, sir, very easy. Either you take from your family or friends, or you can borrow from the bank. Simple enough. We will take, for say I have 1 lakh rupees. Say I took 9 lakh from the family, or you can say I took from my father, and rest 10 lakhs I took from the bank. It is a bank loan. Okay, simple enough. Now see what happens. If I have taken this money, I will start my business with the rupees 20 lakhs. No, what happened? I started my manufacturing of textile on a very small scale. I hired few employees, I hired laborers, and we started the production of shirts. Shirts were manufactured by the end of 6 and 7 months, we produced the shirts, everything was set, and then we started selling the shirts. When we sold, we earned revenue, and by the end of 10 to 12 months, we earned, suppose, a total of 3 lakh rupees. I can say the profit we earned was, say, 3 lakh rupees. Okay, I have written here that I have earned 3 lakh rupees, and I was like a very good boy. I took the 3 lakh rupees and was going at my home. When I was going at my home, no, bank came. Bank said, sir, you borrowed money from our bank. I said, yes, I borrowed money. So if you have borrowed the money, you have to give me some profit also. I said, why will I give you the profit? He said, see, you started business from my money. It was not your money. You took the loan. So you have to give some money, and that money, what we call in the daily life, that is interest on the loan. Very simple. So I will pay some amount of profit to the bank people. Now what happened? When I was going, then at my home, my father was waiting. He was like, Dheeraj, in the last 12 months, what have you done? Tell me. Whatever business you have done, tell me all the details. But I said, why am I supposed to tell you? I will not tell my business secrets and all. He is tell, hey, you have to tell whatever you have done. I said, but why? He said, because I have given you funds, or I have given you money to start the business. It means he wants to say that business entity, my business entity, is responsible to provide the details of the business. I have to provide the details of the business, everything to my father. Why? Because he provided me the funds to start the business. Simple enough, very simple. Now if I tell what all details you want, he said, see, I want to know how much raw material you have purchased, how much stock you still have of the shirts, where you have sold your shirts, how much profit you have earned. I said, wait, from where will I bring all the details? He said, in the entire year, in the entire 12 months, you should have written everything, no? I said, no, I have purchase bills, I have expenses bills also, and for sales also, I have few invoices, you can go and check. So we both came back to our shop. When we came back to our shop, there were 20 files. In each file, there were 10, 20, 30 documents. There were almost 500 to 600 documents, because it includes the petrol bill expense also, the 200 rupees petrol bill, the 1000 rupees electricity of the office, the 2000 rupees wages paid to the laborers, 5000 rupees factory rent I have paid. Every bill was there. I said, all the bills are there, you can check it easily. He said, nonsense of India. If I will be checking all the bills, it will take another 1 month to check everything. I said, so what should I do? He said, do one thing. Write all the transactions in a particular manner. I said, okay. writing all the transaction will help me, my father said, writing, if you will write all the transaction, it will help me to know whether you have done proper functioning in the business, whether profit has been earned or not, whether the operations of the business were taken properly or not. I said okay. So you can understand one thing. See, my business entity was answerable to my father. Why were we answerable? Because we borrowed the money. So there is an answerability, or you can say there is a particular responsibility on the business entity. Now you will say, sir, responsibility of business entity for what? The responsibility was to provide the information to the people who have provided us the money. You are not supposed to give the information to every person you see on the street. No, no, no. Only the important people. Who are the important people? You can say the government is very important. The people who have provided the money. Parents will be the important because they provided the money. In our case, lenders of money, bank loan we took from the bank, so that bank, people who finance the money are very important. Our creditors who give the goods, that all we'll be learning what is creditors and all in the future videos. As of now, you can understand every person who helped us in the business, somehow the other, we are responsible to tell about our business information to them. Very easy. Sir, is it necessary to say every information? See, you are supposed to tell them all the transactions what you have taken place in the business, all the transactions which are financial in nature. What does it mean? Financial in nature means wherever money is involved. If see, money is involved in any transaction, you have to tell them about this. Whatever money you have withdrawn for personal expense also, anything you have done with the money, then you have to tell them. Understood? Very simple. Sir, if we are gifting something to our wife, are we responsible to tell that also? No. You are not responsible to tell that. Even business entity will not ask you such information. Your lenders will not ask. But remember this, there can be a tricky question that if suppose I withdrew 5,000 rupees from my shop, I withdrew 5,000 rupees from my shop and gifted something to my wife, then am I supposed to tell the business that I am gifting to my wife? No. But you have to tell business that you have withdrawn 5,000 rupees for the personal purposes. You are not supposed to tell which purpose. Whatever you are doing with that business, whether you purchase any furniture at your home, you gift your wife or you gift your girlfriend, whoever, it is not important. Important is that you have to tell the business that I have withdrawn 5,000 rupees from business account or from the business bank account or from the business cash balance. Only you have to tell how much money you have withdrawn. You can say I have withdrawn for the personal purpose. You are not responsible as an owner to disclose the purpose. Very easy. Now see, if we take the definition now, we will begin with the concept number 1. Meaning of accountancy. What is the meaning of accountancy? See, it is the answerability of only financial transaction of business entity. Now, answerability of financial transaction of business entity, how to record that, that is what accountancy teaches us. Understood? Give rise to a subject called accountancy. Simple enough. Now, to learn more about the definition, please focus. What do we mean by answerability? See, answerability can be said as answerability, you can say it is the responsibility of the business entity. So I can say here answerability means the responsibility, or you can also say accountability. Simple. This is answerability. Now the next term we have here is, see, first is answerability, second is financial transaction, and third is business entity. Answerability, second financial transaction, financial transaction. Sir, what are financial transactions? I have already told you. Anything which can be calculated in terms of money, that is financial transaction. Like what? If I have purchased raw materials, paid to my laborers, paid to my employees, rent paid, or anything, whichever we can count in terms of money, that is financial transaction. Anything which can be measured in terms of money, that is financial transaction. Simple enough. Now, moving further, point number 3 we have here is business entity. Let's see. What is business entity? See, we'll again break this word. Business means what? Business means anything which is commercial in nature. Commercial means we are there to earn profit, that is commercial in nature. Simple. What do you mean by the word entity? Understand, it is very important. Entity means organization. Okay. Organization, remember this, we are supposed to understand the word organization because it becomes very important to understand the subject of accountancy in further business studies and economics also. Understand this very carefully. See, organization can be classified on the basis of two different things. First is nature of business or nature of its structure. Okay, we will understand first nature of business and then we will understand nature of its structure. See, nature of business, nature of business. Listen me very carefully. If I tell you that I want to start the business of shirt, so as soon as I say this now, a student tells me, sir, you want to produce the shirts or you will purchase the shirt and sell the shirt? I said, can there be any third possibility? He said, sir, there cannot be any possibility. It means I can say in the goods sector, there can be only two possibilities. Either I can manufacture the product and sell it into the market, or I can purchase the product from somebody and then I can sell it. Let's take an example. See, suppose I am the Samsung manufacturer, I am the Samsung mobile phone manufacturer. Okay, what does Samsung does? Samsung will manufacture the mobile phone and then it will sell to the wholesalers in India and in the different countries. Then those wholesalers will sell to retailers, then those retailers will sell it to the customers, final customers like you and me. But focus on one thing, wholesaler, retailer and the manufacturer all are doing the business of selling Samsung mobile phones, but the important part is the manufacturer is manufacturing the mobile phone and then selling, but the wholesaler and retailers are just buying the cell phone and then they are just selling it. So I can say that on the basis of nature of business, if you are doing the business in the goods sector, see, if I write here, nature of business can be of either goods sector or it can be, obviously you will say, services sector. If on the basis of goods sector, I say I can do only two things. What are the two things? Either produce the goods and then sell it into the market, or I can purchase the goods and then sell into the market. There is no third possibility. That's why these two possibilities are called as producing and selling is called as manufacturing and purchasing and sale of goods is called as trading of goods. Understood? In the nature of business, there can be only two things, goods sector or services sector. Then in the goods sector, either you can be in manufacturing or you can do trading. What is the meaning of manufacturing? Producing and selling the goods. What do you mean by trading? Purchasing and selling the goods. Very, very simple. Now, if we talk about service sector, understand this very, very carefully. What can be done? If I tell you I am providing a service, see, if I am providing tuition services, or I am a chartered accountant providing auditing services whatsoever, there can be only two things. Either I am doing the business for profit motive or I am doing the business for non-profit. So I can say either I am doing it for profit or I am providing the service for non-profit. It means I don't want the profit, the satisfaction of doing that particular work is enough. You will say, sir, is it possible? See, there are many non-profit organizations, right? Non-profit organizations. We also call them charitable organizations, charitable trust, organization, hospitals. So, charitable organizations come under this part. Charitable organizations. Understood? Profit motive means if we are providing tuition services, auditing services, whatsoever, if lawyer is providing the services, that all are profit motive services. Understood this much? This is our organization on the basis of nature of business. Understood? Now we will be learning about on the basis of nature of its structure, what is organization. Let's see. A is nature of business. Now B will be nature of structure. Nature of structure. Very, very simple. Listen. I was doing the business and we invested totally 20 lakh rupees and started the manufacturing of shirts. But tell me, if I want to grow my business to some crores turnover, I want the revenue in thousands of crores, do you think it is possible for a single person to start and to do all the work, everything? You will say, sir, obviously not. You will need a particular team with you. You will need more and more funds. Now, if I tell you that nature of structure means the same thing what you are thinking, they say that if there is only one owner, as I was the only single owner, if there are at least or more than two owners, two or more, but less than 50, that is two or more owners but less than 50, or there can be owners unlimited. Sir, can there be unlimited owners also? See, they have given a limit, that is unlimited. It means n number of owners can be there. Obviously, you can count those owners, but there is no upper limit. We will discuss about that also in our future videos. As of now, we have to just discuss the very fundamentals of the accountancy. That's why I will just tell you the name of the according to the nature of structure. See, account says that whenever there is single owner, it means, see, owner is the English word. In accountancy, we use the word proprietor. Owner means the proprietor. So I will write here proprietor. And we know there is only single owner. So I will write here sole proprietor. So this business is called as sole proprietorship, where there is single owner. Now you will say, sir, what if owners are between 2 and 50? What is this another limit? See, when the owners are 2 or more than 2, now you cannot call any individual person as the owner of the business. You will call them your partners. So that's why these owners will be called as partners in your business, and it will be called as partnership. This is sole proprietorship. This is partnership. Now I can also write here partnership firm. When there is no upper limit in the number of owners, that becomes joint stock company. Joint stock company. Sir, can you give few examples of joint stock company? Sure. See, joint stock companies are, you already know these: Reliance Limited, Tata Limited and all. Sir, is the number of owners are unlimited? See, in Reliance, every person owns a particular share. Every owner owns a particular share. We will discuss about it in the future videos. I will just tell you, to give you a number, there are more than 50 lakhs owners in the Reliance. Those are called as shareholders. We will discuss when we will discuss about the joint stock company. Okay. For sole proprietorship, you can take the example like the normal kirana walas in our street who are doing a very small scale business where there is only single owner. For partnership firm, you can check with the chartered accountants or the lawyers where there are 2 or 3 lawyers in a particular firm, 2 or 3 chartered accountants who are working. That is called as partnership firm. This completes our definition of accountancy. That what do you mean by accountancy? The meaning of the different words: answerability, financial transactions and business entity. These are the description of the words, and then we have learnt about what do you mean by the organization on the basis of nature of business and nature of its structure. Nature of business and structure. Now, after this, we have to understand what is the objective of accountancy and so on. That we'll be discussing in the next video. Thank you so much.